Hey everyone. So, I haven't made a video for this channel in a really... What? Sorry. So I haven't made a video for this channel in a really long time, and or any channel really. I just... What? Shh. Yeah, so I just haven't made a video in a while, and I decided that I probably should. So sorry. Yeah, so I just figured I would vlog while I had a camera available to myself. Ali, don't get jealous. Sorry, there's like animals surrounding me. I'm dog sitting right now, and this is the first time I came over, so, hi. What is with you? What did you dig? There's grass all over your feet. What did you do? Sorry. Yeah, so I figured I would make a video. I haven't made a video in a while, and I just figured I'd chat while I have a webcam, because the webcam on my computer is broken. It has been for like 2 years, but ow, nails. So I vlog when I'm like over here and have an available web. Oh goodness, get off. Is this still recording? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, I vlog when I'm over here because they have a webcam that I can use, and I don't have to do the whole uploading process. Yeah. So, I figured I'd just chat about what's going on with my computer because it happened yesterday, so now it's like in my mind. So I have a MacBook, and it's 4 years old, so it's like kind of old for a computer, I guess. Like, I would like it to last a hell of a lot longer than 4 years, personally. I do use it every day for hours on end, so like I get that it has, wear and tear or whatnot, but I would really prefer it last a lot longer. So, yeah, so I have a MacBook. It's 4 years old, and so it's been having issues for the last, like, however long. Like, things would just stop working. Like, my webcam stopped working. Then, within, like, last few months, the screen just kind of stopped working. And then, like, I just started living with all those problems. Like, I was like, okay, well, the screen... which sounds like ridiculous that I can live without the screen working, but it just doesn't stay at like the full brightness. Like the screen will black out if I turn it up all the way on the brightness. So, but I've just been kind of living with that because it still works like on the first level of brightness or whatever. So I just have been living with like a very dim screen. And then yesterday, my volume stopped working, and half of what I do on my computer is like watch YouTube or watch Netflix. So it's just like, okay, I really, really can't handle not having functioning volume, because that's like half of what I use my computer for, and I literally cannot deal with that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go on like Apple's website, see if the like closest Genius Bar has any appointments available tonight. And if they do, I'll like head over and go in. So they had one left for like 7:30. So I was like, okay. I left like right away. I was like, I need my volume fixed. So I showed up at like 7, and they were like upset at me because I came early. And I was like, I don't need to be helped right away. Like, I'll wait my turn. It's not a problem. It's just, I'm here. Just wanted to let you know. And then, so I show up, and of course, by the time I get there, my volume is working. And it had happened a few other times, and it would fix itself within like 10 minutes. So I just wasn't that concerned. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. That's odd. Whatever. And then would move on. But then this one, it was just like, it lasted for like an hour. And then I like restarted it again. Still wasn't working. Like, opened it, closed it, opened it, closed it, whatever, trying to like get it to work, and it just was not happening. So I was like, okay, then I'll go to the Apple store and see if I can get it fixed. But by the time I got there, it was working. So I was just like, all right, well, that sucks. But I have all these other issues, so while I'm here, I might as well ask about them. So then I start telling him about my screen, and then for some reason, he takes out my battery. Why would you take out a battery when I'm talking about the screen? I don't know. And I should mention that my battery is like very temperamental because it's a piece of shit. Because for whatever reason, it got like all puffed out and it expands. So it's like it doesn't really fit perfectly in there. It fits. It always has. It stays. And then all of a sudden, because this guy touched it, it won't go back in my computer. So he took the battery out and was like, oh, you shouldn't use this. So I was just like, all right, well, whatever. Like, don't tell me. It's like, I know the price of a new battery. They cost over $100. And I really don't know if I can bring myself to spend that on a battery when my computer's a piece of shit. And, like, it has a million other things wrong with it. So, like, I have a hard time spending that kind of money on something that's already falling apart. So it's like, for me, I'm like, well, maybe it's worth it to just buy a new computer or like a used computer or something. So anyways, so he took the battery out and then put it back in, and I was like, that's not how the battery goes in. That's not laying in there at all. You're just pretending that's in there. It's obvious that battery's not in there. So he flipped the computer over and then plugged it in. So it turned on, but I like wasn't thinking. I was like, laptops don't work without their batteries. There's no way this will turn on. And I was just like, all right, well, that's fucked up. Why did it work? So it was plugged in, and the whole time I was just like, oh, this doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. So then I just was like, okay, maybe it is in there. Maybe I just like looked at it weird or whatever. And then he was like, oh, yeah, well, the screen will cost $52 to fix. And I'm like, well, fuck that for now, because I really, again, can't really find myself like spending that kind of money on something like, because if I replace the battery and the screen, then it's almost $200, which is like half of a new computer if I buy it used. So it's like, why not just get a used one and be done with it? Like a functioning used one. I really don't see a difference between that and fixing the one I have, because mine's falling apart on me. So, he was just like, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll come back another day, because right now I'm like upset, so I can't really like make an informed decision kind of thing. He's like, okay, that's fine. Like, see ya, have a nice night. So then I like unplug my computer and go to lift it up, and the battery just straight up falls out of my computer. I was like, hello? Like, and then he's like, okay, have a good night. I'm like, did you not just see my battery straight up fall out of my computer? Like, that's cool. So then I just left the store, because I was like, okay, well, if that's how you're gonna see a problem like that, you're gonna see a battery fall out of a laptop and then just ignore it, like pretend you didn't see it, like that's cool. He was the least helpful person I've ever experienced in an Apple store. Like normally they're super sweet and totally helpful. Like I've never had to pay for anything, and like the second he like quoted me a price, like I understand like it costs money to fix a computer, but like I know people who have had way worse issues than mine. Like basically their computer's like split in half, and depending on who they get at the Apple store, they've gotten it fixed for free. Like my cousin had $700 of work that he got for free, like, and he didn't even have a warranty. So it's like I don't know. So I was just like, spend money, like please fix this shit for free, which is a little bit ridiculous on my part, but I just was like high strung, because I was like, my laptop's my world, it's falling apart, I hate all of this. So I just kind of like was not in a state to like make decisions. So I was just like, all right, I'm over it, like I need to leave, can't do it. And so then I was just pissed and like driving home, and I was just like, it doesn't work. And I like sat outside the store trying to get it to go back in, and the battery just won't go back in. And then so I was just convinced that my computer would no longer work, that it was just a broken computer now. But when it's plugged in, it still works. So it's just like, it works, but it's like a desktop computer now. I can't take it anywhere. So now I'm shopping for a new one. But that's basically my story. I have a cat on my lap. Yeah. It's gorgeous out today. It's nice and sunny. And it's like only like 30 degrees, but it feels so much nicer. Like I was outside in a t-shirt. So, yeah. So that was my issue. So if anyone has a MacBook lying around, they want to send it my way, feel free, because I'm cranky. I was so pissed. I'm surprised I didn't get in an accident last night because I was driving like a maniac and like, you shouldn't drive when you're angry. Like, it was just bad. Like, the whole time I was like, I'm going to get in an accident. I'm just so pissed off that it's not going to end well. So I shouldn't have been driving, but I did. But I made it home. I was just so cranky. And then I was like, by the time I like got to my own neighborhood, I was just like sitting in my car like crying. I was just like, this is absurd. Like, I should not be this emotional about a computer. But it's my money, and I don't like spending money on things that I've already spent money on. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, I already bought a $1,000 computer. I just want it to work for life, which I guess is like absurd. And now they don't even sell my computer. Now they only sell MacBook Airs or MacBook Pros, and I'm just like, I don't want either of those. I want my MacBook. It's upsetting just because MacBook Air is like the same price that my computer was, but it's like so thin, and I'm convinced that I'll break it. And then MacBook Pros are just like expensive, as they always have been. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do with that. So I don't know. So now I'm looking on like eBay and stuff, trying to find a cheap one. But then they like, I don't understand people. Like, half of the world is selling broken MacBooks, which I get. And then people are selling like broken batteries and empty boxes, and I just don't get it. And then the other half are bidding on stuff that's over retail price. Like, I just don't understand. It's like that buying that used on eBay costs more than buying a brand new one off like from an Apple store. I do not understand what you're doing. Ollie, who are you barking at? Yeah, so I just don't understand people's logic. Release. Ugh. Can you let go of me? Let go of me. Don't bite me. You're laying on my lap. Get off. Ugh. Anyways, so yeah, so that's pretty much my world lately. That's what's been happening. Yeah, so that's what's been going on, which has been super annoying, and I have very little patience for stuff, but it is what it is. I just have no money. I just don't. Which is annoying because I totally just got my tax refund. So I feel like I totally was like, oh my God, I'm rich because I got like a fat paycheck and then I got like a super good refund. So like my bank account just blossomed like so much money, but that amount of money is like equal to exactly what I have to spend to get a new computer, which now I'm like, oh my God, I can't afford that. Like, that's too much money. Even though I have it in my account, it's still like, well, then I'll be straight up broke once I buy it, which I don't like. It makes me nervous. Because I don't like having no money. How am I supposed to get coffee or anything that I want? Because I'm addicted to shopping. So it's like, if I spend all my money, what am I supposed to do? You know? Because I just buy stupid shit that I don't need. So I guess it would be fine if I spent all my money and was just like, okay, no, I stay home. Anyways, so that's what's going on. Talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll make another vlog later today. Talking about whatever. I don't know. Haven't decided. So I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.